Hey, what is up guys? It's Flash Taco back at you again with another video. And today I am reviewing my Model Y. After 2 months, I've owned this Model Y. I got it back on June 8th, 2020. And in today's video, I'm only going to be reviewing it. I will tell you about the bad things about my Model Y next video. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about the specs and what is in the car. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's go. So this Model Y is the dual motor long range version, not the performance. I decided to get more mileage instead of performance, which is all fine by me because this car is fast enough. And this car's interior is amazing, and I love the minimalism of it. I love this just a single screen. It is great, and I like how it's just it's a vent all the way across. And I know a lot of people have already talked about this with the Model 3, but it is great in a crossover. This car has plenty of headroom. I am 6'1" and I still have inches. I'm telling you, inches of headspace. So that's good. And that's all because of this glass roof. I'm sure if there was a cloth roof here, it would be like a couple inches, but with this glass roof, it gives you plenty of headroom, and it makes you feel like you're in a big vehicle, even though it's a crossover. For the most part in the interior, it is very much like the Model 3, just a little more roomier, bigger, more feet room and whatnot, more headroom. And the seats, you know, the same seats and everything, it's just on risers. It just has more room. That's about it. It's slightly like, it's basically everything's the same dimensions, I believe, as the Model 3, with the console, like pockets and stuff like that. I feel like they actually might be deeper than the Model 3 and a little bit bigger than the Model 3. Because it is a bigger vehicle. It does share like something like 70% of the same parts as the Model 3, but I feel like they took some things from the Model X too. They just, because of just the way the back looks and stuff, looks a lot like the Model X. But the front looks a lot like the Model 3. Another thing I love is at launch, they had wireless phone chargers put into the vehicle. It was an accessory that you could only get for the Model 3 originally, and it was an accessory you had to buy separately, but at launch it was already in the car, and I love that. I just place my phone on there and it charges it. All my seats are heated. That's another thing I love about this car. All the seats are heated. I love how I can control the vents. Also, my mirrors are heated, so that's another great thing right there. So, because I live in a place where we get pretty big winters, so I need heated seats and mirrors, because that helps out a lot with being in the cold. I do love the autopilot on this car, though. It is amazing. I love turning it on the interstate, and it just drives itself down the lane, and I love it. One thing I had to get used to as a first-time electric car owner is the regenerative braking on this vehicle. The regenerative braking on this vehicle is pretty heavy. I left it at normal because I wanted to get used to it. Some people I don't turn it off and all that stuff, but I wanted to get used to it so I can use it for driving and whatnot. And it's not bad after a while. Once you get used to it, just slowly taking your foot off the gas, it brakes like a normal vehicle. Now during the winter, I will probably be popping it off because in the winter, I need the brakes to activate so the brakes don't get rusty. Because in wintry areas like Idaho, Montana, the Northeast and stuff, they put salt on the road to melt the ice. And so that makes salty water that gets on your brakes, causes rust. Now there are special brake pads you can actually order and have installed on your vehicle, but they are not cheap. So it's just a good food for thought if you live in a cold area. Turn off your regenerative braking during the winter, or turn it down to a lower thing so you have to use your brakes more, so you can keep the heat on your brakes to evaporate the water off your brakes so they don't collect and cause rust. I also love that when I can set it to have the mirrors fold in certain locations, like certain parking garages I go to often, and car washes. So when I go into a car wash, the car wash I go to, the mirrors will fold in when I go through that car wash system, and then when it comes out, the mirrors will fold out, and then we can wipe down everything. The sun visor itself is magnetic. You just pop it off, and you can move it to the side. Boom. And it also extends out to block the sun from bothering you. And it just clips right back in. The doors can be confusing for new owners. To get in, you gotta push on the thumb part with your thumb and then grab the rest of it with your hand when the handle pops out and pull. And when you're in the vehicle, there's a button. There's no latch. There's a button where you push with your thumb to open. There's a lot of infotainment options in the vehicle. You have a large range of music options you can go through for Spotify, your actual Bluetooth in your phone, and more. Also, I noticed that the steering wheel in this car is slightly smaller than other cars I've driven, but it matches the aesthetic of minimalism. You can control a lot of your infotainment with these little scroll wheels. They push side to side for skipping and whatnot. They have a rolly wheel on there for turning up the volume, controlling your cruise control, your air conditioning, and they also, if you push in on them, they'll pause, play, do voice stuff, whatnot. So they have multiple functions. The steering wheel is fully adjustable, and so are the pedals. The seats are fully adjustable, and the back seats, you can lean them back, and you can also drop them with buttons in the back of the car. Now, they don't have an automatic lift, so you'll have to lift them manually, but if you want more cargo space, you just pull those little levers, and boom, they drop. This back seat is spacious and full. I'm 6'1", and I still have plenty of room above me. And that's pretty damn good. It gives plenty of room between me and my head in the back seat. There's USB-C here, and there's cup holders right here. So if you don't have a middle person, you can put your drinks here. And there's plenty of legroom, as you can see. Plenty of legroom between me and the driver. So I can just kick back and relax. Also, there's a lot of room beneath the seat in front of the driver. So if you want to lean back the seat a little bit, kick your feet forward, you got enough room just to relax. Now on to how the car drives. The car drives excellently. It is instant and responsive compared to other cars I've had. Especially when you punch the gas. As soon as you hit the gas, you have instant torque because it's an electric engine. So you just got instant power to the wheels, and it's just instant. It's not like a gas car where it has some time it needs to rev up. It just goes. and I love that. It takes some time to get used to, but I love it. Also, this car is fast. It is really fast, and I got some video footage of that. Ready? After 2 months, I love this car, and I honestly recommend it to anybody who wants to get it. And well, that really wraps it up all for you guys. I recommend the car, and I love this vehicle. And I'm planning on making a super high mileage Tesla to prove a point. I also live out in the countryside too, to prove another point that you can be living in the country and have a Tesla. Another push. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.